there, everyone. How are you? It's been a while. I don't know, but I have something fire for you. For the weight, I have something fire. So, for the last few weeks, I would say I have been diving into relationships, especially married relationships between a male and a female. I have been really diving into that. And man, have I learned so much. I have learned so much. So today's topic is the power of the tongue, especially towards you ladies. I really want to talk to the ladies because some of us out here in these streets, we have some sharp tongues, including myself. And there are many times that I have flown off the handle with my tongue and I wish I could pull it back. But, like my husband always says, right? Words are something. It's like when you squeeze the toothpaste out, you can't put it back in the tube. It's already done. So, ladies, this is for you. This is for you because a lot of times men are usually quiet. They could be even angry, but they're usually more laid back. But us women, we have to be all up in it sometimes. Especially, I'm going to talk to the ladies who are supposed to be Christian ladies, supposed to be virtuous women, right? And yet we're out here sometimes acting like we're just some loose woman on the street with the things that we may say out of our mouths. So the thing is that when you say certain words to a man, it really kills his self-esteem. If you look at his face, you'll be able to tell. Like you really hit below the belt when you may say things like, I wish I never married you, or I should have married this person instead, and my ex did this better than you. You don't even know how to be romantic. Oh my gosh, do I have to tell you everything? Oh, all those words. Or why can't you just get a better job? Like something that pays more. Don't you see? Like we're struggling here. Do you know what I mean? And there are some women who do that. They put their husbands down and they don't realize they're cutting off his manhood. And those are the same women that will say, he doesn't have sex with me anymore. He doesn't sleep with me anymore. Ah, maybe it's your words. He can't even get it going for you because he believes that there's no respect. Because here's the thing, men don't want respect from you. They need respect. That's what they thrive on. They thrive on respect. You could tell them all day long, honey, I love you. You're the best man for me. You're everything for me. You're my knight in shining armor. We are soulmates. And then when you get into an argument, you tell him things like, I wish I never married you. I regret marrying you. You have no ambition. Do you think the next time when you're like, oh, honey, I love you so much, his brain can't even compute it? All he remembers is that last week you said, I wish I never married you. And I should have listened to my mom. I should have listened to my mom and not marry you. And now I know, especially say he had a previous marriage, now I know why so-and-so left you. Your man will never feel like a man. A man needs to feel like he's the king of the castle. A man needs to know that for you, he is the creme de la creme. A man needs your compliments. Now, ladies, I know you may be saying, well, I need you to, yes, but we're not talking about you right now. We're talking about your man and how sometimes just with your words, your man will start staying later at work. Why? Because he doesn't want to be around your tongue. It's too harsh for his brain. And then there's someone at work telling him, a female, how great he is. Oh, wow, Roger, you're so smart. That project that you did, the whole office is talking about it. Oh my gosh, your wife is so lucky to have someone so caring and so dedicated to your job. So now this man is feeling, and next thing you know, you're headed towards the divorce court because of, ladies, your tongue. So there's a few things I want to talk about. And you're going to see me looking down, and it's because I want to go through a few things that, ladies, you need to stop. You need to stop your sidebar words, You need to stop it. So here are some of the things that us as women do sometimes. Because trust, I am guilty of that sometimes. And I wish I could take it back, but the genie already left the bottle. Sarcastic words. You'll use words like, the lawn isn't gonna mow itself. Or, do I look like your maid? Do I look like your maid? Do you see how that sounds? Do you hear? Imagine if you replace that with, honey, I know that you're tired and I know you've had a long week, but could you please on Sunday mow the lawn for me? I'll take you out to brunch later, or I'll do something else. Or, honey, I'll be out there with you. I'll make sure I make some lemonade for you, and you make it into fun. Because, honey, I know that you like to see me happy, because I know how much you love me. I know how much you're crazy about me. So on Sunday, is that a date? Instead of, the lawn isn't gonna mow itself. Or, do I look like your maid? You are his maid, and he's your maid too. You're both supposed to hold each other up, right? So sometimes, yeah, you may have to pick up his socks. And it's annoying, I know. You may have to put down the toilet seat. But just think about the things that he's also doing for the family. And sometimes just hold your tongue and put the toilet seat down and pick up the socks. Because he's picking, especially if he's a hardworking man and you see what this man is doing. Sometimes just let it go. Let it go. And say there's a time when he did pick up his socks. You can say things like, honey, oh my gosh, thank you so much for picking up your socks. I can see that we're starting to work. We are starting to work together. Thank you. I appreciate it. Next time, he's going to be more cognizant of just leaving his socks there. Trust me. Take my word for it. Words, words, words. So you have bad words, bad attitude, good words, good attitude. Unsupportive words like, every husband wants to know that they have their spouse in their corner, cheering them on, saying, go, you are the best, right? Do you really think you can do that? I think you can do that. I think you can start supporting your man, instead of saying words like, honey, I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's crazy. That's crazy talk right there. You say, how about, have you ever thought of it this way? Maybe we can do it this way instead. Because, you're a smart man. You're a smart man. You're so smart. You're one of the most smartest men that I know. So I know that you can come up with a better idea than that one. All you got to do is just really sit down and mull it over and think about it. Just make sure that, you're cheering him on all the time. Disrespectful words. Remember, I said to you, a man doesn't want respect. He strives on it. He needs it. Like how when you're thirsty and you need water, like I'm saying, a man, he needs your love. He does need your love, but I can tell you something. He needs your respect more, because once you show respect, he now believes that you love him. They put the two together. Not one without the other. Ladies, not one without the other. Watch your tongue. So, disrespectful words like, Can't you? I kind of covered that already. Can't you find a real job? Things like, I don't care what you say, I'm going to do it anyway. Your husband may say, you know, honey, I don't think it's a good idea that we purchase a new car at this point. You've only had this car for 3 years. I don't care. I work my own money. I can get a new car if I want to. So you're putting your foot down because now you're the man, you're the boss. See, ladies, that will not get you far in your marriage. You cannot build a cultivating, loving, healthy relationship when you don't even have the time or the respect to listen to what your husband has to say. You're going to do it anyway. Well, I make my own money. Things like that. That's very insulting and offensive to this man. And you're undermining his worth. Comparing words. You know, you would be saying things like, Jonathan would not do that to his wife, or Jonathan did this for his wife. Comparing other people's relationships. Let me tell you something. Don't even do that. Because people front and they pretend, okay? Be a fly on the wall, and you may see that same Jonathan giving his wife an uppercut. So stop doing that. You'd be surprised that your marriage may be 100, 200 times better than the Jonathan and Mary that you see. They're portraying, they're acting, they're actors, right? Or why can't you be more like Karen? You know, the husband could be saying that to the wife, even though this is for wives. But husbands do it too. But let's stick to the topic. We're talking about wives. So what you're really saying is that, you know what? You're not satisfying. You don't make the grade as my husband. You really don't. You say selfish words. I don't care how you feel. Just get it done. So you don't even care that he has to go out there. He may be suffering from the flu, and there's been a huge snowstorm, and he's, well, I don't care. The snow, it has to be plowed. Like, you have to, you know, like, just get over yourself. You're being a baby. Wow. Does that show that you care and that you love this man? No, it doesn't. So saying things like you don't care, and also when you do that, your mate is thinking to himself, did I make the right decision? You don't want your husband to ever think that about you, because listen, that thing will fester. And eventually, again, you're headed towards the divorce court. So, ladies, I'm going to tell you, you can turn this around. Sit your spouse down. Sit your husband down, the man that you pledge to honor and respect, and apologize to him. Tell him from your heart that, you know, honey, I have not been the woman that I should be for you. I have said words to you that were mean, that were cruel, that was a put down. So sit him down and say that to him, because you can heal your marriage. And ladies, start being slow to speak. Think about it. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir anger. The good book says that. And I live by those words. Because here's the thing. You never forget what someone has to say. You never forget it. So try and be more reserved, be quiet, and be thoughtful about what comes out of that tongue of yours, ladies, especially when we're upset. I want you today to make a personal vow that toxic words will no longer come out of your mouth. If you have to put a note on your bed, right, or put it on your mirror to remind you of your commitment, then do that. Give your spouse the freedom to inform you when toxicity, I can't say that word, you know what I mean, starts to stream from your tongue. Tell him, listen, honey, if you hear me start talking trash, Please stop me and remind me of my commitment. And ladies, that is a new start to building a friendship with your husband, a loving relationship, a trusting relationship, because now he knows he can trust you. And never throw things back in his face, something that he might have confided in you about, and now because you're having a fight, you are fighting dirty below the belt. Remember, a man will not forget it. And remember these words. If you didn't hear anything else, a man doesn't want your love. He needs your respect. And once he gets your respect, he knows he has your love. So ladies, tell me, have you ever said toxic words to your husband? I know I have. But I made a vow and I made a commitment. And that vow and commitment is that I will never, ever again use any toxic words to my husband, and we will never have an argument again. Will we have a disagreement? Absolutely. But in terms of an argument, never. It will never happen. And since I made that vow, we don't. We discuss and we talk things through. Have you ever heard of those couples that said they never fight? It's not that they don't disagree, but they never fought, and they never fought dirty. Some of you ladies, you love to fight too dirty. Now, ladies, keep your marriage, keep your man, because there's a vulture out there just waiting to snatch that man from you. Now, if you want him gone, continue with the toxic words. But I know some of you came to this channel because you want to change. So make a decision today. And if you like content like this, then please subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be bringing more, because there are too many divorces happening and it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be. Thank you so much for taking the time, and have yourself a wonderful, non-toxic conversation with your husband. Bye.